Hey, what is going on, guys? It's the Game Prophet, and today I'm going to be breaking down some of my predictions for SummerSlam, which, if you're watching this video, is happening today, but if you watch it after SummerSlam, you could see if I was right or wrong on some of my predictions. But SummerSlam this year, I think, is going to be just an amazing event. I might be wrong, but the card is pretty stacked. I mean, you got matches like Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton, and Ambrose versus Ziggler, Cena versus Styles, Balor versus Rollins, Sasha Banks versus Charlotte. Like, this is going to be the most star-studded SummerSlam since 2002, in my opinion, at least. But let's just jump right into this and break down some of these matches and my predictions. So let's start with this first match: Carmella, Becky Lynch, Naomi versus Natalya, Eva Marie, and Alexa Bliss. And I'm not sure if Eva Marie is going to wrestle because, well, for one, she has the gimmick where, she was delayed by traffic or whatever, right? But it just came out that she was suspended, along with Paige and Del Rio. She was suspended, I believe, over the weekend or last week, or maybe it was this. I'm not sure what it was. She was suspended though for violating the wellness policy. So maybe they will find a replacement for her. But I still expect the team of the heels, Natalya, Alexa Bliss. I'm not sure if Eva Marie is even gonna be there. I expect them to win. I don't know why. But I just think that they're trying to get behind Alexa Bliss. So that's like my only reason for that. That match I don't think is going to be anything special. But, I mean, you never know. Cesaro, Sheamus, first match in the Best of 7 series. Now, it feels like they've been having a Best of 7 series for the last 3-4 years. But, I mean, it's going to be a good match. It's what you expect out of Sheamus and Cesaro. It's going to be a great match, obviously. I don't say great. I think it's just going to be what you expect it to be. But I think Cesaro should win. They're in the Brooklyn crowd, and Cesaro get a huge reaction for doing that Cesaro swing and all that. So I think Cesaro's gonna go over, and I think he should win the Best of 7 series, then move on to the U.S. or maybe even the WWE title or Universal, whatever they have over there. The next match is The Miz versus Apollo Crews, or Apollo Creed if you're Daniel Bryan. The Miz has had a bit of a lackluster Intercontinental Champion. Now, I liked him. I was mad, as like a lot of people were, Zack Ryder lost the title after one day, but The Miz looked great as Intercontinental Champion. I mean, the program with Owens and Cesaro, and who else was in that program? It was a Fatal 4-Way. Owens, Cesaro, and it was somebody else. I'm drawing a blank here. But you get my point. And The Miz just looked great. I mean, The Miz looked like $1 million. And then after being drafted to SmackDown, kind of as an afterthought, Daniel Bryan saying they only drafted him because he was the champion, which is fine. He's a face, Miz is a heel. That's fine, but I just feel like The Miz has had a pretty lackluster title run, and the build-up for this feud is not very good. They haven't had much interaction, and the interaction they did have was during the commercial break when The Miz called Apollo Crews Apollo Creed. I wasn't a fan of that. I think Apollo Crews is great and should be champion, some kind of champion, but I don't think he's going to win it at SummerSlam because they haven't built the feud. They should have him lose and then maybe kind of build it like he wants it and he's training. You get the drift of what I'm saying here, but I think that The Miz is going to take this one. Nothing too special there. Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy versus Jericho. I love the team of Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens, but I personally think that Enzo and Cass need to win this. They're in front of the home crowd. I thought they were going to do Enzo and Cass versus the New Day for the tag titles, but I guess they didn't want to do that so early. Maybe they're saving that for WrestleMania. I don't know. I personally thought this would be the perfect time to do that, but I guess they're going to wait off on that. So Jericho versus Enzo and Cass. I think Enzo and Cass are going to take it. And I think the team of Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens isn't going to last long because I think Kevin Owens needs to make a run for that Universal title. And Jericho he's just great. It doesn't matter what he's doing. He's doing great right now. So Enzo and Cass for that one. The New Day versus the Club for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Now, from the rumors that I hear, and Kofi Kingston I think tweeted out something. I think Big E's gonna come back. No, people are saying that Big E's gonna turn on New Day. I don't think he's gonna turn on New Day. Obviously, the Club aren't as big as they were when they started off, attacking the Usos and whatever. I just think that the club needs something, or else they're just gonna keep looking like another team. They need to look dominant. I mean, even without AJ Styles, even if they team up with Finn Balor or Seth Rollins, which I'll get to later, I think the club needs this win. So I'm gonna take the club in this one. The New Day passed the record. They beat the longest reigning was a WWE Tag Team Champions or World Tag Team. I think it was WWE because World Tag Team is Demolition. But they beat the record. WWE loves when people beat records now. Nikki Bella did it, and CM Punk, I think. Well, I don't know if he broke. I guess he did break records, but you get what I'm saying. So I think the club is gonna win that one. Sasha Banks versus Charlotte. Now this is my pick for match of the night. I saw these two fight at I can't think of what the takeover was. Maybe it was NXT Takeover Fatal 4-Way or one of the ones back when Charlotte was NXT Women's Champion. It was a great match. I mean, it's definitely up there with my favorite matches of NXT. But I think Sasha's not gonna lose it this early. I think Sasha's gonna retain because Charlotte had the title for a little bit now. Sasha got a great reaction when she won it on Raw. I think they're going to run with her just for a little bit and then get Nia Jax to come in and take it, because Nia Jax over Charlotte, that feud wouldn't really work unless Charlotte turned face, which I don't think is going to happen the way she treated her dad. I mean, well, you never know. Paige also turned face after mocking Charlotte's brother that passed away. So WWE could do whatever. I don't know. All I'm saying is I think Sasha Banks is going to win. Nia Jax will take the title from her, or at least fight her for it, which I think will be a great match. Rusev versus Roman Reigns. I had to really think about this one, but I don't think Roman's gonna take it, at least on this pay-per-view. Roman has been getting great reactions. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not a Roman Reigns hater. I just don't see. I see what the WWE wants in him, but I don't see what he gives to the company. He's not a big draw. I mean, as WWE champion, he wasn't great. He was okay. I mean, I'm not saying Ambrose is great, but Rollins was better than, in terms of like house show numbers and stuff like that. I don't think Roman exceeded in too well. I mean, I think this is a good role for him. I think getting away from the main event is refreshing, but I just think Rusev is going to win this time. And I think Reigns will get the title, maybe at Clash of Champions. Because it was Night of Champions, but now it's Clash of Champions. So I think Roman will take it there, but I don't think he's going to win it here. I think shenanigans will go through. John Cena versus AJ Styles. There's no way AJ Styles can lose this. I mean, the only time he beat John Cena, but it was with interference. AJ Styles, I mean, come on. The guy is everything you want. And there's rumors that Cena's going away for a little while. Like, Cena... he's going to like do another season of American Grid or something like that. So I don't think John Cena needs the rub from this. I think AJ Styles needs to be in that WWE Championship title picture come Backlash or No Mercy or what have you. So I think AJ Styles goes over here and beats John Cena. Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, one of my all-time favorites. He was my favorite wrestler in the whole world of professional wrestling from 2011 to 2014, 2015. I mean, watching him do that Survivor Series where Sting came out and he was the sole survivor and all that, I was just in awe, right? But I stopped watching. I stopped caring because WWE made me stop caring. Honestly, if you think about it, all the matches he lost to Heath Slater, the guy that's fighting for a job right now. He lost to Heath Slater not too long ago when they had the Social Outcasts and all that on Raw. I mean, this guy lost more times than anybody, really. So I don't think Dolph Ziggler will win this. I think they've done a great job of building him up, and I think he's going to stay a contender. I even think he might get a rematch at Backlash. But I don't think he's gonna win it, only because Dean Ambrose is doing a great job, and I think Ambrose versus Styles appeals more to the crowd than Ziggler versus Styles, which they might do, but I just think that Ambrose is gonna take it. I might be wrong, like I said, all these I might be wrong, but that's my personal opinion. Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. There's got to be some type of something. Seth Rollins has been built really great the last couple months. So has Finn Balor. And like I mentioned before, the club, are they going to play into this? A lot of people think the Balor Club might form, but I personally think that maybe, just maybe, they'll come out, look at Finn like, okay, we're going to help you, and then turn on him, go with Seth. But I think Seth needs, it's now or never for Seth to turn face, because he is a great face. I don't know if you guys remember when the Shield had, I think it was around WrestleMania 30, and they turned face. He was great at being a face. I mean, out of the 3 members of the Shield, he's probably the best face out of all of them. So I think Finn Balor forms the Balor Club, and you might say, yeah, it's too early. The kid just got there, but I honestly think that Finn Balor makes the Balor Club. Seth Rollins turns face, and the Universal Champion is around Finn Balor's waist. Tag team titles around Gallows and Anderson waist. I think that's a great storyline for Raw. I mean, new era, new storylines. I mean, it's great. And then the main event. I don't know if it's gonna be the main event, but it's listed here as the main event. Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton. Now, I actually thought for a minute, maybe, just maybe, because of the whole suspension and all that stuff, that Randy Orton has a good chance at beating Brock Lesnar. But the way, like, Brock Lesnar telling Heath Slater he doesn't care about his kids. I mean, he used a different wording than I just did. But he has been built as a machine, and he has been built as a machine. He hasn't lost really. If you count the match against the Undertaker, sure, fine. But I just think I think there's no way Brock loses this. Brock needs to. I don't know who his next opponent's gonna be. It might be Bray, or no, Bray's on SmackDown, huh? Well, I don't know who's on that Raw roster that Brock can feud with. Maybe Finn, or maybe Seth again. I don't know. I guess time will tell. But there you have it. That's my prediction. So Brock Lesnar, Finn Balor, Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, Rusev, Sasha Banks, the Club, Enzo and Cass, The Miz, Cesaro, and Natalya, Alexa Bliss team. That's my SummerSlam predictions. If you guys agree, disagree, comment down below, and I guess you can come back and see if I was right or wrong or what have you. So thank you guys for watching. You guys did enjoy this video, excuse me. Please leave a like down below, comment if you like these prediction videos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, add me on Xbox, message me, do whatever you want. I'm the Gaming Prophet, and I'll see you guys in the next one.